Get inspired daily with motivational quotes explained. Don't say you don't have enough time. You have exactly the same number of hours per day that were given to Helen Keller, Pasteur, Michelangelo, Mother Teresa, Leonardo Da Vinci, Thomas Jefferson, and Albert Einstein. H. Jackson Brown Jr. We all have the same number of hours in a day, but some people seem to get so much more done. How do they do it? One answer is that they know how to make the most of their time. In his book, Life's Little Instruction Book, H. Jackson Brown Jr. lays out some useful tips on how to do just that. We've distilled them down to the most essential nuggets of wisdom, and we hope they'll help you make more of your life. But who was H. Jackson Brown Jr.? H. Jackson Brown Jr. was a prolific author who, in 1990, penned a best-selling book called Life's Little Instruction Book. The book is made up of 1,521 short pieces of advice on everything from relationships to work ethic. One of Brown's most famous quotes is, "Don't say you don't have enough time. You have exactly the same number of hours per day that were given to Helen Keller, Pasteur, Michelangelo, Mother Teresa, Leonardo Da Vinci, Thomas Jefferson, and Albert Einstein." This quote is a reminder that we all have the same amount of time in a day, and that it's up to us to make the most of it. Brown's words inspire us to make the most of our time by learning from the accomplishments of others. We can all find ways to use our time more effectively and accomplish great things. H. Jackson Brown Jr.'s quote is a great reminder that we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's up to us to make the most of them and achieve our goals. Here are a few tips to help you get started. 1. Make a list of things you want to accomplish each day and try to stick to it. 2. Set realistic deadlines for yourself and try to stay organized. 3. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. 4. Take breaks when needed, but try not to overdo it. 5. Make time for yourself and do something you enjoy every day. 6. Be positive and optimistic, and remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. We all only have a limited amount of time on this earth, so it's crucial that we make the most of it. One way to do this is by setting goals and planning for what we want to achieve. When we have a goal in mind, we're more motivated to take action and less likely to procrastinate. Another way to make the most of our time is by learning how to manage distractions. When we're able to focus on one task at a time, we're able to get more done in less time. And finally, it's important to remember that our time is precious and should be spent doing things we love. So make sure you take some time for yourself every day and enjoy life. If you're feeling overwhelmed and like you don't have enough time in the day, start by taking a step back and evaluating how you're currently spending your time. Any tasks that you can delegate or outsource? Can you cut down on time spent on social media or watching TV? Once you have a realistic idea of where you can make changes, it's time to put those plans into action. Here are a few tips for effective time management. Make a list of what needs to be done and prioritize the most important items. Set deadlines for yourself and hold yourself accountable. Use a timer to stay focused and efficient. Take breaks periodically to rejuvenate and refocus. We only have a limited number of hours in a day, but we can make the most of them by following the advice of H. Jackson Brown Jr. He was a successful man who accomplished a lot in his life, and he left us with this wise quote to help us achieve our own goals. Get a motivational quote every day. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button below.